on what's happening in California with the fires.
Imagine one cold winter day. You're lounging on the couch watching TV. The weather forecast says that tomorrow a severe storm is likely on its way. Despite having advanced technology, there's still worry because it could cause massive damage. Do you remember what happened not long ago in Los Angeles? A big wildfire. Thousands of homes were destroyed. Hundreds of thousands of people had to flee their homes. Now, imagine such an event happening in the Middle Ages. There were no fire departments, no sturdy buildings, and no resources to prevent these disasters. How could people have dealt with such a calamity back then? Let me tell you the story.
Time Warriors!
Many years ago, in a small village called Greenwood, people lived in harmony with nature, listening to the language of the earth and the sky. The Pollard family was having an ordinary day. Thomas, the father, picked up his hoe to tend his crops when suddenly
The wind is changing. I can smell the sea.
Thomas, a man experienced and attuned to the signs of nature, always sensed danger before anyone else. By looking at the sky and sniffing the air, he had sensed something unusual. Back then, people believed that animals could sense danger before humans. Even today, crows with their warning cries serve as clear signs.
The crows are restless. They're always like this before a storm.
Mom! I need to go to the bathroom!
Oh, Emily! You're growing up! Go by yourself!
Dad, the wind is coming from the south, just like last year, remember? The year we lost our barn.
Yeah, James, I remember. Go tell everyone. We need to get ready.
A big storm is on its way. A great storm is coming. I've seen this sky before. God is displeased with us.
Mother, go inside. It's dangerous out here.
There is no escaping God's fate, my son.
For Thomas and his family, everything was clear. The wind from the south, restless birds, and a sky that was getting darker by the minute. It was time to prepare. Each person in the family had a job. They had learned that to survive nature's forces, they had to stand united. The storm was near, and no one knew what was in store this time. The trees bend under the pressure of the wind. The howl of the wind echoes through the air, but this was just the beginning. In the Middle Ages, when people were terrified of nature's power, prayer was their first refuge. The Pollard family was no exception.
Oh God, guide us through this hard trial. Protect our lands, our homes, and our loved ones.
Mom, I have to go to the bathroom.
The Pollard family's home was built into the heart of a hill. This ancient building method allowed them to benefit from the natural warmth of the earth and stay safe from severe storms. During the cold winters, the homes of that time had a central room with a large stove in the middle. The family would gather around the stove, cook, and sleep in the same space at night. Staying warm was the main priority. In those days, people would seal the gaps in doors and windows with straw and hay to keep the wind and cold out. They would also bring small braziers filled with hot coals into the room to provide some warmth for the family. Martha wraps a few smooth stones that have been heated by the stove in cloth and hands them out to the family members. Each person takes their warm stone and places it inside their wool blanket. Everyone is dressed in several layers of woolen clothing. The hot stones were the secret to staying warm during the cold winter nights. This simple but effective tradition was common in many households. Emily looks uneasy. Her mother, Martha, holds a small leather pouch filled with warm water, wrapped in soft cloth, and places it next to Emily.
Be careful. Don't burn yourself, my dear. This is one of the methods your grandmother always taught us.
But Mom, I really need to go to the bathroom.
Sleep well, my little one.
Before the invention of modern hot water bottles, these leather pouches filled with hot water were very effective during the harsh winters.
Dad! The barn! The door is coming off! Quick! Bring the ropes! We have to close the door!
In such conditions, the men of the family couldn't rely solely on prayer. Their red hands slipped on the ropes, and the heavy wind slammed rain into their faces. But with determined faces, they continued their fight. Action was the only way to survive.
Dad! I can't hold the rope any longer!
You can't, son! Just hold on a little longer!
When dawn arrived, a cool breeze carried the scent of rain-soaked earth. The storm had ended, but its aftermath remained in the plowed fields, damaged roofs, and the weary looks of the people. The Pollard family stepped outside their cottage. The morning light brought a new hope. Though the damage was significant, nearly half of their crops had been destroyed, and several of their animals had perished.
Well, now it's time to work.
Yeah.
Oh, at least we are alive. That's the most important thing.
Thank God for His grace. Our lives were spared, and we were saved from danger. We should offer one of the sheep as a sacrifice in gratitude. Mom, can I go to the bathroom now?
Oh, good thing you mentioned it. Of course, sweetheart. If you had gone out in that storm last night, as your grandmother would say, you would have been cursed. She always seems to have some strange story about these things.
For the Pollard family, the storm was not just a disaster, it was the beginning of rebuilding. They learned that love and family unity are the strongest forces that can withstand even the toughest situations. And here, alongside the people of America, we wholeheartedly wish that these hard days pass quickly for you. We know that with hope, effort, and mutual support, you will rebuild your lives once again. After every storm, a clear and peaceful sky awaits us. Thank you for staying with us until the end of this video. If you found it useful, please like it. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts with us. We look forward to hearing from you. Until the next video, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Goodbye.